Geithner was arrested for alleged crimes committed as president of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York when he was dealing and wheeling there. Because he was president of the New York Federal Reserve Bank in the fall of 2008 when AIG was bailed out by the Congress, the White House, the Treasury Department, and the Federal Reserve using your money. What was the crime in question? Lawyers for the Federal Reserve, remember Geithner was the president then, told Bloomberg Press that they were told to strike the line which said that AIG would pay Goldman Sachs 100% on assets that everyone knew were toxic, and any reasonable person would discount them to a fair market value when using your money to bail out American insurance group AIG. So if you had a Porsche which might be worth $50,000, but the engine is blown like a toxic waste, and AIG says we're going to pay the owner of that Porsche, Goldman Sachs, $50,000 for the Porsche with the blown engine, that's screwing the public because it's your money that's being used to bail out AIG. Who told the lawyers for the Federal Reserve to strike that line on the application form that was provided by AIG to the Treasury Department in the application process for this $185 billion loan? Geithner did it, allegedly. You always have to say allegedly before the jury convicts Geithner and sends him to prison where the jury determines he belongs, because you don't want to file the case against Geithner. Another question. How much of this $185 billion was the Porsche with the blown engine, the toxic assets portion? $13 billion. Shep Smith says in the interview that the assets weren't worth the paper they were written on. Goldman Sachs made out okay selling the proverbial Porsche with a blown engine for $13 billion. Would you like to do that? You should be in government where you can screw the public every day and live very well. Geithner faces criminal charges of he, as president of a private company, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, for allegedly instructing AIG to lie on the application form to government for the $185 billion loan. You're not allowed to lie on that form, even if the New York Fed told you to do so, and lawyers at the Fed are saying that's what they were told. And those who said Geithner's arrest wasn't true really didn't understand the circumcisions and judged too soon. Made fools of themselves and didn't take the Fulford advice. Fulford told you to wait and see, but you rushed in with your opinion, and now you're lying to all your friends, telling them that you believed Fulford all along and you were just joking when you said he was full of spaghetti sauce. So Geithner was arrested and questioned because he told Fed lawyers to tell AIG to lie on the application for the $185 billion federal loan as president of the New York Fed at the time. If there is evidence, Geithner could be charged unless someone in high places pulls some strings and enables him to escape justice. People everywhere in the USA should be in the streets protesting this because it was kept from us. We have a right to know that the Goldman Sachs Porsche with the blown engine, the toxic assets, were paid off at 100%, and your government has a duty to disclose this to us, but it's not a crime if they didn't disclose it to the public. The crime that was allegedly committed was lying on the form. And Bloomberg says that Geithner is the one who advised AIG to do this, and lawyers at the Fed are saying that they were told to line out that information on the application for the $185 billion loan, and that's a crime.